the Sporting Wood Morning Show. Week 8, is it?
Who fucking cares?
A lot of weeks. We were absentee last week because we were not prepared thanks to NBA season. And we are knee deep in that. But we're back for NFL. It was a great week last week. If we had done a pod, of course, we would have mentioned Marlon Mack at 4,400, which was just too cheap.
Spot on. I actually looked at my sheet that I had kind of prepared for the week, and it wasn't too bad.
We did fine.
Other than Jermaine Kearse, I was right.
Yep. He was a, dare we say,
He's a goose egg. Yeah,
that was
exactly.
rough.
You can't play someone
That
named
was a bad one.
Kearse.
Worse than him, though, was that son of a bitch, Zeke Elliott. He ruined a lot of people's lineups. A lot of people.
Yeah, including mine. Fuck.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
And
I went against Marlon Mack, too. Fuck you, Kyle.
Naturally. So week 6, I put up my highest season-long score of the year
Hey-o.
at 195. Week 7, I
Beast.
went up against the new highest score of the league, 199.
I know you almost broke 200, Greg.
Almost.
Next week, man.
Yeah, do it against somebody else, though, not me.
No.
I'm too nice for all that bullshit.
It must be nice to just like score massive points and have your bench go off and be happy on Sunday. What's that like?
To succeed?
What's it like being happy on Sunday?
I haven't been happy on Sunday. Well, actually, I was kind of happy this past Sunday, but not until like the very end. Not until like 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Before that, everything was
up in the air.
But week 8 looks promising.
Yes, it does.
We got some fucking picks for you
Nothing but hot takes.
to put in your lineups and to hopefully succeed with and flourish with.
Takes hot enough to put on printed paper and not handwritten on a notepad.
Correct.
I skipped the steno pad this week for you people, so appreciate it.
My buddy's got Microsoft Word.
Although I didn't
Office
put
8.
anyone in the flex thing, but whatever. Anyways,
That's
So per usual, we'll recap some news, the biggest news from the week, and then we'll go over our favorite picks, our hot games that we like, our positional players that we love, and then give you a little recap of our league, 12 Dudes, 1 Cup, and then we'll send you on your merry way. Take the fuck off.
My favorite 7 words prior to this day was "You have the right to remain silent." Now it's Amari Cooper was traded for a first-round pick. Good God.
Is that too much? Is that too much tuna
fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Is that too much tuna for Amari Cooper?
Josh Gordon was traded for a 5th-round pick.
So you think Josh Gordon is better than Amari Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Amari Cooper has potential.
Amari Cooper's only like 16 years old, though.
It's true, but he's been
forged
in
documents.
He's been in the league for 6. He's been in the league since he was 8 years old, though. So
yeah, because he's just an older-looking cat, good-looking too.
Gruden continues to.
What does this do for the Cowboys?
Nothing, I don't think. It gives the Cowboys another guy for Dak Prescott to miss
to not throw well.
Yeah, it could open something up, but there's a bye week this week, so we'll see how the practice reports go and how he's getting acclimated. I'm not.
That is nice for him though to have a whole week to kind of learn the playbook and hook up with women in Dallas.
100%.
Do you think Alan Hearn's feelings are hurt?
No.
I think so.
No.
He'll probably say something on social media.
It could be.
It's like
almost he wasn't involved.
Almost seems like a fire sale in Oakland.
It is
in Cokeland right before they moved to Las Vegas because
everything must go.
Yeah, because they sold him off. Marshawn Lynch is on the IR.
There's reports that Derek Carr cried the other day after he got sacked, which I find to be bullshit. I think it's horseshit to make fun of a man who cried. I cried taking a shit the other day, and Pro Football Talk didn't report that.
It's weird when I don't cry when I take a shit.
Yeah, kudos to you, sir.
Yeah. So no, Lynch on the IR. What do you think about that? Who does that benefit the most in the Raider backfield, other than nobody? Because they're
probably his weed salesman.
Yeah.
Off top.
Good for him.
Most likely he'll be. I think probably his local beanbag retailer. While Marshawn Lynch is just kicking back with a blacklight poster and
hopefully we can kick it with him and just go to the city and just kick it.
Jalen Richard, though, he could catch some passes and be decent. I don't have him listed. as somebody I'm targeting, but I think he might squeeze in just because of his price into a few lineups.
I picked him up on the. Luckily, I just got him as soon as the news broke last week. I just swooped him up, so I didn't have to burn a waiver on him this week. But it's inconsequential because my team's in full fledged spiraling
at half mast.
So now I'm just grasping at straws here. Is that the term? Yeah, that's
fine.
What I'm doing.
It's fine.
Lev Bell watch. We go live. Where is he?
He's still at the arcade. He hasn't left. Reports are that he still has a big bag of quarters, so he could be there for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, they have the old Simpsons game there, so he's addicted to it.
Yeah. Somebody unplugged Street Fighter 2.
Or the X-Men one was good, too.
Was it? Cruising USA. Yeah. I always crash.
Here's another big bit of news.
Yeah.
Carlos Hyde traded to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, fuck my ozone.
Those crazy Jaguars.
So you're telling me some stud picked up Chubb real quick off the waiver wire?
Real quick.
Right before you?
Real fucking quick. Yeah. Alex was the bane of our league because everyone got the news 2 minutes after he did, and he already swooped up Chubb.
I have a super secret app that I can't tell anybody about.
Yeah. That's fine. Keep it to yourself.
Zapped me the news.
We're not here to help people. We're here to tease.
It's true. I would just have to be my lunch break.
Yeah. So what does that mean for Leonard Fournette? Why did they do this?
I hear isn't he out till week 11? I think was the news. Oh no, Cook. Dalvin Cook is out till week 11. So Latavius Murray owners breathe a sigh of relief. Fournette is I think he's week to week still, but who knows what he's going to come back as.
Yeah.
Carlos Hyde is a big get for the Jaguars
Fournette
team.
Obviously has a big lingering hamstring issue, so it could rear up again even when he does come back. Yeah. So who knows what's happening with that. I think they're just trying to hit that ground and pound again and abandon the passing game because Blake Bortles is
with that defense, you need a bell
good.
cow. Yeah, you need a bell cow. But the only true bell cow in the NFL, as we know, is Todd Gurley.
Gurley.
Burying the league is another auto start this week. You just put him in. When he fails, we all fail. It's fine.
Yeah.
He's 9,800. Anything under 10K is stupid, and it's irresponsible from DraftKings. You just got to – he's $11,000 player. I mean – He's gonna break the touchdown record this year. He's unstoppable. He's playing Denver.
Yeah,
Denver's got the worst rushing defense, maybe second to Atlanta in the league. I'm putting him in every lineup. I'm not gonna fuck around.
No, for sure. Yeah, I mean, if you can, depends on how you construct your lineup, but if you can afford to plug him in there, you have to.
I think you make it happen. Let's talk Week 8 now. Okay?
Hold on, one more.
What news?
Mr. Bilal Powell. Let's talk about him.
His neck's busted up.
Broke his neck in half.
Yeah,
and he won't be playing anymore.
He might actually wear a helmet still, but just to go to the store and shit. It's fucking sad.
Yeah. So what does this mean for the Jets backfield?
It means Crowell is the only double L in the backfield now.
Yeah. Some people are saying McGuire might be useful now, coming off the IR. But
who are these?
It's the Jets backfield. Who gives a shit? Onward to better topics
and upward. Yeah. Hopefully up the.
Do you have any super hot games you like this week?
Denver KC game is going to be a hot one.
Yeah, I got them on some places.
It's the usual suspects again, man. Pittsburgh at home against Cleveland, who's been a scythe against opposing offenses. Washington's in a good spot against the Giants, who can't do anything.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. You trust Alex Smith there? Who hasn't been fantasy relevant but once this week.
I'm biased because I picked him up in season long just in case.
Yeah, I saw that.
Cam couldn't do anything, but plus Cam.
You gonna play Alex Smith over Cam Newton? Just because I know he's playing Baltimore.
He's questionable. The answer is no.
Cam's gonna go.
The answer is
there's no way Cam's unless he gets a car accident, which he did and still played.
It's true.
Yeah,
that's true. We do have that in the range of outcomes, and it was. He played. So what can you say?
No, for sure.
Indianapolis and Oakland. Andrew Luck leads the league in pass attempts. If that game is a shootout, I kind of like you said, Jalen Richard in a shootout has upside, probably over that bum Doug Baldwin, who some people may play Doug Baldwin for some reason, but there's no possible game script where Doug Baldwin has a good game, I don't think, right? I think Indianapolis kills them, and I think to stay competitive.
You're talking about Doug Martin?
Yeah, who did I say? Doug Baldwin?
Baldwin.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm just making sure we're on the same page.
No, Doug Martin. Yeah, But Indianapolis, I'm not targeting any other Raider except Well, we'll get to
yeah,
Jordy Nelson.
Yeah,
later.
we'll talk about some positional stuff. But
we'll
those are the games that we kind of like. So pick and choose from those. But
also just
hit it.
San Francisco, Arizona. I'm torn on that game.
Why?
I'm torn. It could be just a clunker.
Yeah,
like a 14-7 just
right
shit fest, or you could see somebody break off a couple of huge. There's a lot of different outcomes, but I think this week, roster construction wise, you're going to want to go heavy on the running backs, and I think you can take some chances on some cheap wide receivers. Maybe one wide receiver, and a couple of cheap guys.
I heard that
there is some cheap guys in some good positions this week.
Nothing better than cheap guys.
We'll start out with our RB1. As always, it's going to be Todd Gurley at 9,800, and then the RB2 conversation becomes a little more intricate because you got a couple of guys here in the same price range who are viable. What do you think of James Conner at 7,500 this week?
I like that. Cleveland's D has
home favorite.
Cleveland's defense has looked pretty good.
They have a good front seven. They have good D tackles.
Yeah,
but they're still giving it up to running backs this year.
No, for sure, especially pass catching running backs, and that's the Steelers' especial. So I think Connor will be fine. That's a little pricey, but like Connor has been killing it. They were on bye last week, but before that he's just killing it. So I have no problem plugging him in.
For Connor to fit as an RB2, you're going to have to make some sacrifices at wide receiver, but I think that's more than possible this week.
Yeah.
Especially if we make some adjustments at quarterback and maybe go cheap tight end. But there's a tight end also this week on that Pittsburgh team that I think it's going to be hard to ignore.
Stay tuned. Will you play the right tight end this week? Tune in at 11 to find out. One running back that I like is Hunt.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt.
For 7,100.
Yep.
I mean, come on.
Going against that Denver, that terrible Denver rush.
And on
defense.
The other side of the ball, you got to like Phillip Lindsay for 5,200, especially with Royce Freeman most likely to sit.
I agree. That Kansas City defense has given it up a little bit this year. Their offense has been so good, it hasn't mattered.
Yeah.
Now, Phillip Lindsay, I think you got to like him over Freeman this week just because of his pass catching ability and ability to get out in space.
Well, I think Royce Freeman has a high ankle sprain. He's probably going to sit, if I had to guess. He sat out of practice today, so
high ankle sprain. Yeah, he's likely to sit.
That just bumps Lindsay's stock, up through the roof. And Booker is a functioning retard, so there's no way he has value.
True that.
Yeah.
The other two we'll just cover real quick. Marlon Mack again is at 5,400. His price went up 1,000, but he's a good back. He did it in college. He's doing it healthy this year.
Yeah,
and
he's talented. If he's healthy, like he showed you last week, he's capable of getting it done.
You got to think Indianapolis too is going to be ahead in that game.
Yeah,
so they're going to be winning the ball in the second half.
Most likely.
I like the game script for Marlon Mack a lot.
Yeah,
and back to that San Francisco game, David Johnson hasn't had anything positive happen to him all year except for firing their offensive coordinator last week.
Yeah, no,
that could be something to.
He should be trending in the right direction. Yeah, they're going to hopefully abandon their 1 to 2 plays that they were running and open it up for him because he's way too talented to just be stuffed up the middle facing 8 guys.
He's running through the tackle in a stuff box every play, and it's just ridiculous. Now,
stuff box.
Yeah, it sounds like a Taco Bell item.
Yeah, we're going to T-Bell after this.
Sounds good.
That's been decided.
Yeah, so look for David Johnson to maybe have his best game of the year. But I still don't necessarily. I don't know. It's hard. As a David Johnson owner, I've been burned every week by him. So
he hasn't been. I drafted him 3rd overall, and I'm happy with that. But he's at least been kind of consistent. Getting you 15, points around here, still scoring a touchdown here and there.
Yeah.
Better than Zeke, who got 6 points last week. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, nowhere near his draft capital has he been delivering, but hopefully, again, with the change in the offensive coordination, they can get him going.
Let's hope so. He's that I took 5th overall, but the whole fucking time I wanted Saquon Barkley, and it's biting me in the ass.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Every single week.
When it doesn't go the way that you think and throw you for a loop, you just, you kind of you get flustered and
you make adjustments.
You pick Leonard fucking Fournette as your second pick. But anyways, I'll talk about that shit. Anyways, what were we saying?
Something about Leonard.
Marshawn Lynch is cheap this week. He's only 5,000.
Didn't we talk? You're right.
Yeah, so plug him in. And Bilal Powell is 3,800. Super cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go for him. Do it, Lynch and Powell stack.
We had shots.
Yeah, and then let me know how that goes
before that. And if you can, fit in Will Dissly at tight end.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, Dissly.
In your low ball lineups.
He's only $2,500. Plug Dissly in.
Yeah, weirdly cheap for being in a wheelchair.
Any other running backs you like?
Other than Lynch? We've covered them. You can look at Mixon, who also has a good matchup against Tampa Bay at home as the favorite. Those are other guys that are just in good spots.
Is Andy Dalton going to be good at football this week, or is he going to forget how to play?
He's taking on the 30th ranked pass defense in the league. Tampa Bay's been giving it up every week. I do like Andy Dalton to have a bounce back week with hopefully lower ownership than normal. Bearing the lead real quick on quarterbacks, who would you say is your number one overall quarterback for cash games this week?
I like Goff.
High floor.
I like Goff a lot, just in terms of as far he's only 6,000.
Yeah, he's priced below guys. He's priced below Trubinsky, which is a kind of a shocking thing to see.
Yeah,
priced the same as Winston,
which is fine. There's guys above him, obviously, but if you're looking to shave off a couple hundo, I like Goff here.
Yeah, I think that Trub, Winston, Goff section of pricing, that 61 to 6,000 on DraftKings is going to be a pretty popular selection for cash games. I also like Baker Mayfield again. He's kind of let people down the past few weeks, but 5,700 at home.
He's been okay.
On the road.
He has not exploded.
He hasn't been terrible.
But he hasn't Blake Bortles shit the bed.
Yeah.
And so he's been okay.
Well, you can look at him to be throwing the ball in the second half. That's
why
I'm a
they're
little
at Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger usually deals at home, so they're going to probably have to play catch up a little bit.
Not as excited for Chubb this week because of that, because likely they'll be trailing.
What a cool name, though.
Nick Chubb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double
B.
It sounds fucking fake.
That big Chubb energy.
Yeah.
Also, Case Keenum on the road, in case he's going to be down a lot. If he doesn't get benched, he's going to be thrown it a lot. He'll probably exceed his price tag, and he might be a safe play.
Yeah,
not sexy though.
Plug Chad Kelly in there because Case Keenum might get benched, and so I think Kelly's a good play this week.
Did you see Chad Kelly take that kneel the other week?
Yeah, it was clean.
Yeah,
I've never seen a knee that good.
As far as kneeling goes,
you know what else he took? The lock off of someone's door when he broke into it the other night.
Chad Kelly?
Yeah.
Wait.
He's not on the Denver Broncos anymore.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
I didn't hear about this.
Von Miller had a Halloween party, they're all coked out like crazy.
So
probably.
You watch TMZ a lot?
No. The buddy at my work tells me this. No,
he's a liar.
I got this on my updates, but the background story is that he gets wasted at this Von Miller party, which who wouldn't?
Right.
And then later on breaks into someone's house, gets arrested. 2 days later, Denver Broncos release him. But I have a feeling they're going to bring him back and he could play. So plug him in there. Only 4,500 too.
Yeah, make sure you pair him with Dissly, Powell, and the other guy.
And Lynch.
Who's
and Le'Veon Bell, surprisingly, is only 8,100 for someone who hasn't fucking played all season. What are you doing, DraftKings, anyways?
Let somebody accidentally play him.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That'd be cool.
I support it.
It's not going to happen. Any other QBs that you like?
Well, you got to look at Mahomes against Denver. They got a good secondary.
He's the most expensive this week, yeah?
I won't be playing Mahomes, but, I mean, he's a guy that he'll be in some winning lineups, I'm sure. Ben Roethlisberger at home at 6,100. I love he has a knack for don't eat your mic.
I'm just seeing if my mouth can fit around the whole thing.
It can. I guarantee it. It's not your mic.
Whatever. It's clean. I didn't. Anyway, okay. Is that cool, Ryan? Oh, it's cool. Cool, right on.
Yeah, that's cool. Can I do it then? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Piece of shit.
After this, Andrew Luck 6,300 also in consideration. He leads the league in pass attempts.
He just keeps throwing the ball. He got T.Y. Hilton back. Still has Ebron there. Might get Doyle back this week. So
he dresses he dresses like the teenage son of a World War I captain.
Yeah, still has never shaved his fucking neck beard for some reason. Likes looking uglier than he actually is.
Everyone needs something, right? Anthony Davis has the brow.
Yeah. Any other quarterbacks?
Fuck the quarterback.
Yeah, screw him. Let's go move to wide receiver. This more exciting. That's way more exciting.
Wide receiver this week's going to be interesting because I think we're going to be looking at least two cheap ones.
Hit me with
at least two cheap ones if you want to get all that running back stud in your lineup.
Let's talk about most expensive guys, though, the pricier motherfuckers that you got to pay up for. I like A.J. Green.
Yeah, he's my wide receiver one. If I was going to put an expensive wide receiver in there, you hit it on the head, buddy. Yeah. A.J. Green, 8K against that pathetic Tampa Bay defense.
Yeah, this should be Andy Dalton should retire. I mean, even last week when he had a shitty week, A.J. Green had a great game fantasy-wise. So
yeah. Antonio Brown at 8,500 was also in a great spot. Juju Smith-Schuster may weasel his way in there at 74 too.
Juju.
So I like those guys, especially for their game scripts. But cheap guys, because we need to focus on cheap guys.
Yeah.
All right, if we're gonna
if you're trying to plug Gurley and Hunt, and these more pricier guys, you need to find some slim value there at the wide receiver.
And who might that be?
I like Jordy Nelson this week.
Fucking Jordy Nelson.
Yeah,
auto start
at home against Indy. Amari Cooper left the building to go to Dallas. Hook up with these Dallas hoes.
He's the default number one.
He's
target.
4,700. He's stupid cheap.
Yeah, I think you fade guys like Cook at tight end, who's getting 4 targets a game for $5K. I don't think you play him.
I don't know, but Amari gone might just boost that up, but who knows? It's all fairy dust anyways, guys.
Fairy dust. Another cheap.
What about Martavis Bryant? Just real quick with the Raiders, do you think that he's? Obviously you can take a long shot on him in some spots, but what do you think in the long run this does for him? If he doesn't get suspended,
it gives him an opportunity to maybe produce, but he hasn't done it yet. So I got to see him.
He's been dropping passes too.
Yeah, I got to see Martavis Bryant.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
Jordy's the plug, but don't be surprised if Martavis Bryant finds himself.
He'll be unowned. Oh, and troll us big time if he gets in the box.
Yeah.
But, another super cheap guy from that Arizona Frisco game. Let's just say this: Larry Fitzgerald owns the fucking 49ers. Yeah. He owns them,
and he's
throughout his whole career.
He's cheaper than Jordy this
week. He's 4,400. I think he's a cash game lock. Yeah. I think if you're going expensive at running back, which I think you should be around this time of year, this week 8.
You know
a lot of home favorites.
You know who the elite guys
good
are,
offenses,
and who's going to be putting up crazy points.
Yeah, there's a lot of elite running backs in good offenses at home as favorites, and I think you got to get those guys in your lineup. You got to target like 70 touches per guy. I mean, that's a high floor, high ceiling. I think you go running back heavy this week, but I mean Fitzgerald he has 2 touchdown upside. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, and again, new offensive coordinator.
And he was struggling with a hamstring, I think, earlier in the year, which those can take weeks to fully heal. So he got in the box last week. So let's see if Larry Fitzgerald can do something.
I think he'll be all right, especially like for 4,400. You can't beat that.
Absolutely. Another guy I like a lot, especially if you can somehow get him in there with Andrew Luck, is Chester Rogers again. Only $4,200.
Rogers?
Ty got 2 touchdowns last week, but he didn't get many yards.
Yeah,
I wonder if his hamstring. I'm wondering if his hamstring is still bothering him. I like Chester Rogers to maybe not drop a couple passes like he did, and maybe get you a solid 10, 12 point floor on him this week, which is all you're going to need if you got 2 40-point running backs on your lineup. A couple other guys we were discussing. Godwin is 4,500 in a good matchup, and then you have pretty much the entire offense for L.A. the Rams. You can get Woods at 6,800, which is a good deal.
Yeah,
he underperformed last week. Could get people
Kupp
off
is probably going to miss again. I think he might have been already ruled out. So Cooks and
I'm very hopeful that Kupp misses so we can get Woods in that slot. And
I think he's going to sit this week again. So you should be good.
So make sure you're targeting those guys for your cash games and tournaments. I think what I'm seeing too a lot of times recently, I've been playing more tournaments than I have cash games, but you're seeing similar builds taking both of these down in the top portion. So you're gonna have to take some chances. Last week it was the Baltimore. It was John Brown was the guy you needed to take a chance on for cheap.
No, for sure. Yeah, got that late touchdown. He still had good yardage too, but got that late touchdown to really push him.
Really push it over
the mark.
Yeah, that was a good spot. Let's go on a tight end. For me, I like one tight end this week that I'm probably going to just blast, and that's against that really bad Cleveland defense against them, and it's Vance McDonald. I've talked about Vance McDonald many times this year, but I think I'm liking him this week.
It's a good play. 3,200 too, super cheap. I like Tyler Eifert this week. He's only 2,500.
How much is his ankle? Is it priced differently since it's not on his body?
Is he not in anymore?
No.
Okay. Well, Tyler Croft then I think will be a good fit.
Croft, Croft again. Oh, actually,
he's only 25.
I think
he's not in either. Okay, Uzama. We'll put that guy in. He's only 3,500, and he's not dead yet.
He has both ankles.
Yeah.
Squeeze him in if you can.
Yeah.
O.J. Howard also at 3,900 is in a great spot.
Yeah, I know he's kind of supplanted Brait
Mm-hmm.
So
we saw this coming.
Brate still got a touchdown, I think, last week, but that's it. A catch for a touchdown. So Howard seems to be the guy.
Yeah, Brate chalk busted even after an early touchdown when they had that victory lap on Twitter and everybody was saying, fucking chalk Brate. Didn't end up that way, though.
Good job fucking picking up Howard. Fuck you guys. Fuck the internet.
Herndon.
New
York Jets, 2 touchdowns last week. He's got some streamer upside at 2,800, I think. Chicago's a tough matchup, though. So
it is. I mean,
we'll
probably not going to be able to run the ball, so he might get some action.
Yeah. Powell's ankle ghost might show up. Ricky Seals-Jones at 3,000 at home against Frisco.
Seals-Jones, dog?
He's another guy. I'm not really going to try to squeeze him in too many lineups. I think that Fitzgerald and light spotting of David Johnson's enough. Arizona, because Arizona is really bad.
No, for sure.
They are really bad.
Just new offensive coordination isn't going to cure all their ails. They might be able to step it up a little bit, but they're not going to click their heels 3 times and go back home week 1.
It's unlikely.
Yeah.
Who are you looking at for defenses, my man?
Defenses, let me see. The most expensive, but probably the best, is Chicago, 4,100. Playing at home against the Jets. Jets banged up. They keep dropping players left and right.
Quarterback.
So, I mean, I don't see how they don't have a good game here.
Yeah. I find it interesting that Arizona is the second price defense.
It's nuts.
They're so bad.
Yeah, they're bad. I mean, but
they have Patrick Peterson, which he hasn't been traded yet, so
I don't know. Maybe the odds makers know something.
I'm avoiding
that.
That
could work out. I like Washington too, at New York Giants. The Giants, their O-line is terrible. They love to let people sack Eli Manning, so hopefully.
At this point, I think it's on purpose.
Yeah.
Just so he'll get injured and
hopefully the Washington Native Americans will take it to the Giants. And
it's very PC of you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, scalp that motherfucker. And then only 2,700 too, so if you need to save a little money on defense.
2,900 Colts on the road in Oakland. Now, this is, I think, more of a pricing based on how bad Oakland potentially will be.
Yeah, more so than Indy's. Indy's D had a great game against Buffalo, but, who wouldn't?
Yeah. I don't look forward to watching any more Oakland Raiders games or Niners games this year, and I'm a Niners fan, so that's hard to say.
Which is really bad because next Thursday night is San Francisco at Oakland. Mm-hmm. So that'll be a good game.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that game will dress up as Halloween as a decent game. We'll see.
Yeah,
spooky.
Yeah, but that's all I have.
My top D of the week though, $2,300 Pittsburgh at home against a rookie quarterback. Now I like Mayfield also.
I would say you like Mayfield,
but
I guess
chances are the Steelers. They force a few turnovers.
Yeah.
They could make that game.
And they got someone back too, didn't they? I forget, but
when you're in your non-Mayfield lineups, go ahead and take the Steelers in defense. Upside and a decent floor, I think. Other than that, I think week 8 is a wrap. Heavy running back, mid-range quarterback, two cheap wide receivers.
Who you facing this week in our league?
I got Cheech this week.
Hey-o.
Seen Brighter Sons is his name.
That's a tough one. He's got a pretty good team.
Yeah,
you do too, though. You almost put up 200 points a week ago.
We'll see
from your.
We'll see how it goes. Shout out to Scott also.
Scotty,
Big
Scotty, just killing it. Only undefeated team left in our league. Yeah. Probably gonna ride his high horse to the playoffs and then get knocked out. There he is. Speaking of which,
he just showed up.
Yeah,
he's got one of your shirts in his hand that I've never seen before.
It's my uniform that I wear out.
Yeah.
But anyways, good luck to you. I'm playing Twan this week.
Bud.
Look at that dumper. I'll probably smoke me, but we'll have a good time regardless. I plugged Amendola in for tomorrow night, so that'll be good.
Ooh.
Yeah. Be real fucking entertaining.
Painful.
Yeah. Anyways, I can't wait to recap.
Maybe we'll be doing something else.
Yeah. Well, anyway, good luck to you people out there, for the 7 of you listening.
Crush week 8.
Yeah. Crush pussy. Keep it real. Good luck to you guys.
That too.
Fuck off.